Palestine.
Step by step, we'll come where we want to be, even though it's already too late, in my opinion. There are already 25,000 deaths and 60,000 injured people, and it is not stopping. It's continuing every day. So, yeah, I think it's very important.
But at least like a ceasefire could have been like what we did.
Yeah,
Does it make you upset or somehow?
of course it makes me upset that there's still no ceasefire now, but I think it's a step forward, and I really hope that a ceasefire will be there as soon as possible.
Palestine will never die. Palestine will never die. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You leave your age, that's it.
Occupation no more.
What you do for a living, that's it.
Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is terror state. Israel is terror state. Israel is terror state. Israel is terror state. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Which channel is it?
USA! How many kids did you kill today?
Israel, USA, how many kids did you get today?
Associated Press.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river will be free.
From the sea to the river!
From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Netanyahu, you can hide!
Netanyahu, you can hide.
You are part of genocide!
You are part of genocide.
Israel, USA, how many kids did you kill today?
Israel, USA, how many kids did you get today?
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine.
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is terror state. Israel is terror state.
exactly with the
Viva, viva Palestina!
We're waiting to hear the exact time at which they will come out of the court to give a speech to you. Until that time, we are going to stay here. Today we heard some good, but no fucking ceasefire, so please make yourself very, very loud. What do we want? Ceasefire! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Ceasefire! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Ceasefire! Now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hi, yes.
Oh, this is so
What's happening? I'm trying to wait to get out of here. Yeah. The South African minister is speaking.
We are satisfied that the provisional measures that we sought to be addressed would be addressed by the court, And I believe if you read the convention very carefully, the matter of how a war or conflict is conducted is not elaborated. I would have wanted that the word cessation is included in the judgment. But I'm satisfied with the directives that have been given, and in particular, I was concerned as the president of the court was reading the order that reference wasn't being made to a report, because the reporting is absolutely imperative. The monitoring of action in terms of the order is vital. And so for the fact that a monthly report, a report within 1 month of this date, has been ordered is, I believe, very significant.
What do you say to Germany and the United States who have called this case meritless?
Well, the fact that the court says, remember that today we're not deciding about the allegation of genocide. What we're dealing with are the provisional measures. It's clear that the court does say circumstances exist where it is plausible that genocidal acts have been committed. This, of course, means once the merit case is addressed, and if the finding is that there has been genocide, those states that have aided and abetted become a party to commission of an infringement in terms of the convention.
Do you think Israel will conform to the orders laid down by the court today?
I've never really been hopeful about Israel, but Israel has very powerful friends who I hope will advise Israel that they should act
Minister, what does it
in
say
terms
about
of
Israel?
order.
Would you say? What does it say about Israel as a country and a government and a military?
I think that's for you and the public to decide. What we've said is, here's an international instrument, let us bring it into operation, and let's stop being observers of significant harm. Let's act, and South Africa has acted. And what the court has actually indicated is that this convention is being brought to life in a very practical way. And I now think what we want is that the member states of the United Nations must oversee the process and ensure that we create a basis for a global community in which a resort to arms is no longer easy. A resort to abuse is no longer easy, and that more effort is now directed toward negotiation and toward seeking peaceful means of ending conflict.
And do you think Hamas
Madam
is
Foreign
behaving
Minister, relations with Israel?
Well, as far as I understand the convention, states are members, states are signatories, and you bring actions with reference to states, not to particular groups.
But has Hamas behaved genocidally? Even outside
Well, I believe that what has been done by Hamas is certainly caused great harm, and I do think that the hostages should be freed, and that's what we must focus on.
Madam Minister,
Okay,
do you believe that the decision of the court will help, let's say, in solving the problem of the Israeli aggression against the Palestinians today, and in the short term maybe can help finding a political solution to the conflict between the Palestinian people and the Israeli occupation?
Well, my hope is that we will begin to move toward a process where substantively a two-state solution is being discussed. The people of Palestine have suffered harm for many, many decades. I don't believe it will end today or tomorrow. But what we've done is a very clear signal has been sent by the court. And it's now a test for the government and people of Israel as to whether they will act in a manner that says all of us must respect international law.
What are the implications for international law?
Well, if Israel acts in accord with it, I think the implications are for a future hopeful world. Should it not, then essentially we are opening up room for all abusers in many conflicts throughout the world. And I think we'll be setting a terrible, terrible precedent. So what we should do, what all of us should do, is call on Israel to act in terms of the decision.
But will you sever ties with Israel, or are you preserving ties with Israel?
I don't think it's a matter of South Africa and Israel here. The real issue, all your questions are about Israel. but the real issue is the people of Palestine who are being killed every day. The people of Palestine who are sleeping in the cold. The people of Palestine who are denied food, water and energy. That is the critical issue that all of us should focus upon.
And on that note, we're going to ask the Vice Foreign Minister of...
with the people of Palestine, we stand with the people of Palestine, and our message to them is never give up hope. South Africa got over the apartheid oppression. They will overcome.
And for that, we'll ever be grateful, Your Excellency.
Thank you.
Allow me to start by saying that we concur with everything that Her Excellency, the Minister of for International Cooperation of South Africa, Naledi Pandor, has stated in front of all of you, and to read a message from the Palestinian people on this very important day. This is a historic day. Palestine welcomes the momentous order by the International Court of Justice. This order means that the court recognized the gravity of the situation and was convinced by South Africa's compelling presentation that was based on law and fact that there are plausible cause to believe that Israel is committing genocide in Gaza. It means that the cries and suffering of our people in Gaza have been heard in the Great Hall of Justice. Israel failed. It failed to convince the court to dismiss the complaint to prove that it is not deliberately violating Genocide Convention. The ICJ judges assessed the facts and the law and issued their order. Israel now will stand trial accused of committing the crime of all crimes. We call on states to ensure that all provisional measures ordered by the court are implemented. States and governments have clear obligations in light of this order. First and foremost, they must make sure they are not complicit in this genocide. This is a good day for humanity. This ruling is in favor of international system based on law and against exceptionalism and double standards. It should be a wake-up call for Israel and its enablers. The State of Palestine will undertake every endeavor to follow up on this important ruling by the courts towards ensuring the rights of the Palestinian people and ensuring justice. To this end, and with deep conviction in the rule of law, we will continue pursuing accountability and justice in all forms, including in the few weeks' time when we return here to the ICJ on the 19th of February for the oral hearings in the advisory opinion proceedings on Israel's illegal occupation and regime inside the occupied Palestinian territory. This illegal occupation and apartheid regime must be brought to an end. Palestine will forever be grateful to South Africa for taking this bold step of active solidarity. Together with peace-loving nations, we will continue to work to stop genocide, hold perpetrators to account, and work to stop all other atrocities against our people. Just few words in Arabic and I'll conclude my statement and open the way for questions and answers. هذا يوم تاريخي لفلسطين والإنسانية جمعاء. ترحب فلسطين بقرار محكمة العدل الدولية الحاسم فيما يخص الإجراءات الاحترازية الواجبة بخصوص الشكوى المقدمة من جمهورية جنوب أفريقيا حول الإبادة الجماعية التي تشنها إسرائيل على الشعب الفلسطيني في قطاع غزة. هذا يعني أن إسرائيل ستحاكم في قادم الأيام بتهمة الإبادة الجماعية وانتهاكات أخرى لمعاهدة الإبادة الجماعية في أعلى سلطة قضائية في العالم. لقد فشلت إسرائيل في التهرب من المساءلة، فشلت في تبرير ما ترتكبه من فظائع. قضاة محكمة العدل الدولية قيموا ما قدم لهم من حقائق ووقائع ومعطيات قانونية من قبل جنوب أفريقيا، ولم يتأثروا بمحاولة دولة الاحتلال لتسييس ما قدمته أو تحريف أو أكاذيب. هذا الحكم هو انتصار للقانون الدولي والإنسانية ورفض واضح للفوضى والمعايير المزدوجة. هذه رسالة واضحة لدولة الاحتلال وداعميها بأن لا أحد فوق القانون أو خارج نطاق المساءلة لقد ولت أيام الإفلات من العقاب. في هذا السياق ندعو جميع الدول إلى ضمان تطبيق الحكم الصادر من المحكمة اليوم والالتزام بمسؤولياتهم بمقتضى هذا الحكم، وتحديدا بأن لا يساعدوا حكومة الاحتلال بارتكاب مزيد من الجرائم، وأن لا يتورطوا أو يتواطؤوا في ارتكاب هذه الجرائم، وتحديدا مسألة تزويد إسرائيل بالسلاح. أختتم بتأكيد امتنان القيادة الفلسطينية والشعب الفلسطيني لشعب وحكومة جنوب أفريقيا لاتخاذ هذه الخطوة الجريئة من التضامن العملي، وسنواصل جنبا إلى جنب مع الدول الأخرى صاحبة المبادئ والشعوب العمل على وقف الإبادة الجماعية ومحاسبة إسرائيل على فظائعها ضد الشعب الفلسطيني، والدفاع عن حقوقنا الجماعية كشعوب العالم في المساواة في حقوق الإنسان. هذه معركة علينا أن ننتصر فيها من أجل الحرية والإنسانية. شكرا.
Sir, can you tell us what the implications of this ruling are for Israel's allies, especially the US and the UK?
The implications are that they have direct responsibilities as of now not to be complicit in any of the crimes that Israel is committing in the Gaza Strip, not to provide any assistance to these crimes, and to hold Israel to account while it makes these crimes.
So do you believe that South African ministers say if Israel was to comply with the ruling, it in effect, even though it wasn't specified, it means they have to have a...
The order cannot be implemented in any way, shape or form.
How do you transport humanitarian aid without a ceasefire?
Exactly.
How would you provide water, access to energy? How do you ensure
civilians are not
those who are injured have health care and so on? Without a ceasefire, none of these things can be done. So if you read the order by implication, a ceasefire must happen.
Yes. The order cannot be implemented in any way, shape or form without a ceasefire. It's as simple as that. I think in each and every aspect of the order there is a call for a ceasefire.
And President Biden is going to get that message?
Well, I'm not President Biden, so I can't answer for him. I think you'll have to ask him. But I'm sure, as a humanitarian, he would support any action that seeks to save the lives of others.
And it is a duty on countries to implement. They have an obligation under the Genocide Convention. They cannot escape that.
معالي السفير، ألا تخشى مثلا أن المحكمة لم تعلن مباشرة وقف إطلاق النار؟ أليست خيبة أمل بالنسبة لكم؟
على الإطلاق، كل ما في الأمر هو يدعو إلى وقف إطلاق النار. لا يمكن تنفيذ أمر المحكمة اليوم من دون وقف إطلاق النار، ويجب على إسرائيل أن تبرر نفسها خلال شهر من الآن لماذا لم ينفذ أمر المحكمة. ودون وقف إطلاق النار لا يمكن أن ينفذ أمر المحكمة، لا يمكن إيصال المساعدات الإنسانية، لا يمكن تقليل ومنع الخسائر بين المدنيين، لا يمكن وقف الدمار وما ترتكبه، وكل ذلك كان في أمر المحكمة. لذلك وقف إطلاق النار هو عنصر رئيسي في كل جزء من قرار المحكمة.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
I'm from Tunisia, and I am sure you honored Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
Honored your country. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much.
Let's get this one. Let's go. Back.
نعمل اليوم يعطيك العافيه. كيف الوضع اليوم؟
كتب على صفحته على تويتر اليوم هو يوم يسجل في جنوب افريقيا ولفلسطين
Have you arranged for an interview with Ambassador Ammar Hijazi? We have, but unfortunately, yes, I don't think we're going to be able to do it as I explained.
بشوف لك You're going to have to stand a couple of steps up.
ايش الاخبار؟
لا كان بيطلع معنا خلينا نسجلوا ما كانش نسجلوا كل ساعة بعدين الزميلة هاو وزير نسبة اوكي سلموه تسليم باليد working area sorry ايوه اهلا اهلا بك انا دبرت مدير ترجيح
Donc t'as pas besoin de monter ça alors? Notre collègue d'Al Jazeera
الثاني ان شاء الله Oh, she's going to work.
We can't keep both of them.
Sending ours like to NBC.
That's right.
We can't listen and
Let's get into it.
Yeah. Say.
Tu peux être live ou pas?
مش عارف سمحتني عن اشكال بسيط اي دكا خليني تو ترفع الصبيحه ونرحب. خليني نشوف صبيحه ونرحب. انا راح نجيب شيء معين تقني. نوقع على الخط، نوقع على الخط. حتى ترفع اللحى.
I'll try out.
So there is something on the 9th of February.
Yeah, 9th of February.